What is going on, everyone? My name is the California Cougar and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about my top 10 YouTubers that I don't really watch that much anymore. Some of them I might still watch on occasion, others I just don't really watch at all anymore because of some things that might have happened to their channels and whatnot. So yeah, let's get right into it. It was hard to come up with 10 because a lot of the YouTubers that I used to watch several years ago, I still do watch them to this day. But I was able to come up with 10 that I just don't really watch that much anymore. So let's get right into it. Starting off at number 10. Number 10 for me is a channel that I thought was super funny in their early days. I think they started making stuff in like 2012. Might have been a little bit after that. It might have been like 2014 or something like that. I don't remember exactly. But yeah, these guys were known for making fun of movies. And as someone who was a big movie buff from like 2012 all the way until 2020, basically, or until 2019, like I did movie reviews on my channel. But yeah, like these were one of the channels that I used to watch all the time, but nowadays I just don't watch them as much because I don't really find them that funny, and that's Cinemasins. Cinemasins is a channel that's, again, known for making fun of movies. Whether they're good or they're bad, they'll basically deconstruct an entire movie and talk about the sins, quote-unquote, of that movie, like certain plot holes at times or things that wouldn't work in real life. Some certain questions about the movie, yeah. And again, the reason I don't really watch Cinemasins that much anymore is because I don't really find them as funny as they used to be. Like, I used to think they were super funny pretty much all the way up until like 2018, maybe even 2019, but then their videos just became like super long and drawn out, and they don't have that same sense of humor that they once had. So yeah, occasionally I'll still, like every now and then, watch a video or two from them, but nowadays I just don't really watch them that much anymore. So Cinemasins, number 10. Number 9 is another movie-related channel, and this one was known for movie reviews. Nowadays, they don't really do movie reviews anymore. In fact, they do what's called the Schmodown. Yeah, I think you guys know where I'm going with this. Number 9 is the Schmoes, or Schmoes No, as they were once called. Yeah, Christian Harloff, Mark Ellis. I used to like them back from like 2014 up through like 2016, 2017, or something like that, when they were doing their movie reviews. But then they started going like super soft on movies, or maybe just too harsh on movies, and then they kind of stopped doing movie reviews altogether. So like, why should I watch them, really? And then nowadays they're getting more political, I feel like, and I don't like that in YouTube channels, unless they're like a YouTube channel specifically based around politics, like maybe somebody like Let's Talk Elections or Red Eagle Politics. I don't like politics in my YouTube, so yeah, like unless you're someone like Let's Talk Elections or Red Eagle Politics, just stay out of politics altogether. You're a movie channel, not a political channel. So yeah, that's kind of why I stopped watching the Schmoes, especially with their Twitters lately. Yeah, like I just don't really find the Schmoes that appealing anymore. Number 8, another movie channel. This one, also kind of known for making fun of movies, but in a different way than what Cinemasins does it. They had a series called Honest Trailers. I think you guys know where I'm going with this. My number 8 is Screen Junkies. Screen Junkies, they're known for honest trailers, and I always thought the honest trailers were really funny. And then Andy Signor happened. We all know what happened with him. Everyone that was a fan of Screen Junkies, yeah, let's just say, not good. And ever since he left, the channel's just been not good. So, yeah, I don't watch Screen Junkies content anymore. I don't think they're very good. Honest Trailers, they used to be funny, but they're not the same without Andy Signore around. And yeah, like, it's easy to see why they fired him. I'm glad they fired him, but because they fired him, they're just not that good without him. So it was a lose-lose situation for them. Andy Signore messed up, and it cost him big time. So yeah, that's why Screen Junkies is number 8. Number 7. Oh boy, number 7. This one was one that I started watching back in 2014. Back when he was known for a certain series, and he kept his, and the thing I loved about this series is he kind of kept his audience in secret about it. There were some people in his audience that were suspicious of what he was doing, but yeah, like, he kept the audience in secret until he didn't need to anymore. And then he made the reveal that the whole series was staged, and I thought it was fantastic. However, since then, this channel just hasn't been the same. My number 7 is Mcjuggernuggets. Mcjuggernuggets, again, Jesse Ridgway is the main guy's name. He's known for the Psycho series, with his father as the main psycho person. Although his brother would often antagonize him as well, his brother Jeffrey. His mom was kind of the saint in the series, if you will. And then there were other side characters like his Uncle Larry, his cousin Tom, Buzz, his friend Corn. Like, the Psycho series I thought was a fantastic series. It went basically until the middle, I think it was like the middle of 2016 or something like that. Basically, it revolves around Jesse as the main character. He has to deal with his psychotic father, and his father keeps destroying his stuff, even including stuff that Jesse bought himself. And then eventually things spiral out of control, and it eventually leads to Jesse murdering his father. And at that point, like, you had to know the series was fake. There's no way that you could ever murder your father on camera and not go to jail. So yeah, by the time that video came out, it was obvious it was fake. But yeah, like, Jesse managed to keep his audience, like, in or thinking that the whole series was real. He kept his audience thinking that. And then after it all ended, like, I thought it was fantastic. He starts losing everything. I think he lost his girlfriend as well. But yeah, it was absolutely fantastic. But ever since then, Mcjuggernuggets just hasn't been the same. His real life content is just not that good. His other series that he's done, including more Psycho series, like, they just weren't as good. I thought they were over the top, and they just weren't good. So yeah, I don't really watch Mcjuggernuggets that much anymore. Occasionally I'll give him a view or two, but other than that, I just don't really find his content all that appealing. Number 6, kind of going off of Mcjuggernuggets, is another YouTuber that was known for like getting into arguments with his father destroying stuff. And yeah, except this guy I think had a bit of a harder fall. Also, his father has since passed away. Rest in peace, by the way. But yeah, like, this is kind of like the diet Mcjuggernuggets in a way. And that is kid behind a camera / pickle boy / angry grandpa, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, kid behind the camera, he's the main guy. Michael Green, I think, was the guy's name. He was dating a girl named Bridget West. And of course his dad was known as Angry Grandpa. This time, like, Angry Grandpa was not always this angry old man that we saw in the videos. He actually knew that he actually was kind of a big part of Michael's vlog channel as well. And I thought that was great. So he was different than Mcjuggernuggets on that point. Because, like, he knew he was being called Angry Grandpa, and he embraced it, unlike Psycho Dad, who just didn't like anything to do with it. So, yeah. But yeah, basically nowadays, unfortunately, Angry Grandpa has since passed away. Rest in peace to him. He was fun while he was around. But even before he passed, like, Keep Behind the Camera's content just wasn't that good. Like, in the months before he finally passed. And then, of course, after he passed, he just hasn't been the same at all. So, it's kind of more of an unfortunate situation than, like, me thinking he's a bad YouTuber. But his grandpa was a big part of why his channel was so good in the first place. So yeah, Angry Grandpa / Kid Behind the Camera. Just, I don't really watch them that much anymore. So, number 5. Number 5, we get into another movie reviewer YouTuber. And this guy's probably my least favorite movie reviewer these days. He was good from like 2013 up until like even 2016. But then he made a video in 2016 where he compared a certain fan base, or he basically accused a certain fan base of like liking a movie because, I mean, that movie was, or I guess, I don't know how to put it. He didn't like a certain movie in a series, but a lot of fans did, and he called the fans out for it. And that just completely turned me off from him. My number 5 is Chris Stuckman. I mean, what happened to this guy? This guy used to be so good. He used to have balls. He reacted to the Oscar nominations, which I always thought was fantastic. Unfortunately, he stopped doing that in 2015, 2016. I don't remember what year exactly, but he eventually stopped doing that. He was also a big part of the You Reviewers Awards. They stopped doing that as well, which was unfortunate. But yeah, I mean, Chris Stuckman these days, he doesn't even do letter grades anymore. Like, what the hell is that all about? And he doesn't do top 10 worst lists. He's one of those people that thinks top 10 worst lists are bad because, oh, the filmmakers worked hard and, like, they spent a lot of time making this movie. I don't think they deserve to get bashed for it. Like, come on, dude. Stop being a pansy, man up, and just give crap to the movies you hate. I find it kind of hypocritical because he was still reviewing bad movies before then. So, yeah, like, he did that. And then, of course, the video I was referring to earlier is his Rogue One video, where he basically criticized fans of Rogue One, a Star Wars story, because he thought they were quote-unquote Phantom Menacing, whatever the hell that means. I guess people loved the Phantom Menace when it came out back in the early 2000s, or late 1999, I think is when it actually came out, 1998, I don't remember exactly what year, but when it came out, people loved it at first, and then they eventually realized it just wasn't that good, so yeah, they stopped kind of caring about it. Basically, Chris Stuckman accused fans of doing that with Rogue One, except Rogue One, to this day, is still a really good movie in my eyes. I still love that movie. I think it's one of the better Star Wars movies. The third act alone is incredible. So, yeah, like, you guys saw me review Rogue One, how much I loved it. I still pretty much feel the same way about it. So, yeah, it was a really good movie. And the fact that he did that, he basically called fans out for that, just completely turned me away from him. Yeah, Chris Stuckman, I don't like him. I don't think he's a good movie reviewer. Nothing personal against him, but he's not the same guy he was in the early 2010s. Let's just leave it at that. Number 4. Alright, sorry, my camera there died on me. I don't know why, but it did. Number 4 is a YouTube channel that was known for being pranksters. Probably the biggest pranksters on YouTube at that time. And I remember everyone was talking about how they were going to break 10 million subscribers because back in their prime, which was pretty much 2011 up to 2016, basically. But yeah, in their prime, they were expected to break 10 million subscribers, and I remember back then, breaking 10 million subs was a big deal. Way bigger deal than it is now. I mean, breaking 10 million subs is still a pretty big deal, but it's just not quite as big as it was back in the early 2010s. So, yeah, these guys were known for pranking each other, and unfortunately, it's kind of another unfortunate situation to where something happened in their lives, and the content they've made since is just not that good anymore. Number 4 for me is Prank vs. Prank. Prank vs. Prank, again, Jesse Wellens and Gina Smith, who now goes by Jen Smith. I mean, they were the pranksters of YouTube back then. They were always playing pranks on each other. I thought they were funny. Like, they were throwing flour at each other, making each other eat spicy stuff, scaring them with bugs. Gina was always afraid of bugs. That was something that Jesse took full advantage of. Gina often took advantage of Jesse's fear of snakes as well. One of my favorite videos from them was when Gina was hiding in the bathroom with a remote and Jesse was trying to watch a hockey game. It was the Philadelphia Flyers. They were in the Stanley Cup that year. And then Gina kept turning the TV off and she got Jesse's reaction. I thought that prank was great. And she did it again to him later, but then Jesse knew it was coming. He saw the camera. And then Gina, boom, puts a pie in his face or something. I don't remember what it was. I thought that was hilarious. But unfortunately, the couple broke up in 2016, and they just haven't been the same since. I mean, they made a couple videos together afterward, but their breakup was heartbreaking. I remember watching it live, or when the video first came out, I was like, oh my god. I was just devastated because they were arguably in my top 5 favorite YouTubers at the time. But then their breakup happened and it was so sad. And yeah, like they had 2 big channels at the time. It was Prank vs. Prank and BF vs. GF. Each one of them took custody of one of the channels. I think Jesse took over Prank vs. Prank. Gina took over BF vs. GF. And while they have made vlogs since, Gina, aka Jen, I mean, Jen makes more vlogs than Jesse does these days, but they're just not very good. I'm just not that entertained by them. They're not the same as they once were. I loved it when they did like the Sunday Funday Challenge Day and on their vlog channel. Nyla and Bamboo, their 2 Savannah cats, I thought were adorable. They were very friendly. Like, I love those cats, but you don't really see them you don't really see them in Jen's vlogs anymore. Yeah, Jen also took custody of the cats as well. So yeah, like Jesse barely makes any videos, and then Jen's vlogs just aren't that entertaining. They're not the same as they were before the breakup. It's another kind of unfortunate situation, but that's just how I feel. So number 4, Prank vs. Prank. Number 3. Oh, this is kind of a recent one that fell from grace. But let's just say this person had a lot of allegations against him, and yeah, he got exposed big time. He was known for being an Eagles fan and often raging at the TV over the Eagles and on camera. I thought those outbursts were hilarious, but then, yeah, the allegations happened, and I remember when Cold Raven made a video about him, and I thought he was a big-time clout chaser for it. Oh boy, was I wrong about that. Yeah, number 3 is EDP445, aka Eat That Pussy 445. Yeah, we all know what happened with this guy. He was a big-time Eagles fan, and even some of his gaming videos were hilarious. He was often raging at Call of Duty and stuff like that. And then, of course, the pedophile allegations, where he basically was sending texts to a 13-year-old girl and eventually tried to go meet up with her for sex. Yeah, you can't really do that. So yeah, he got exposed for that, and yeah, I can't support that. I can't support him anymore. His channel got taken down. Yeah, let's just say we'll just leave it at that. EDP hasn't made a video, or he has made a video since. He tried a comeback. I never watched it. I heard it failed miserably. Those videos probably got ratioed to hell and back, and rightfully so. Yeah, EDP is just not a good human. So yeah, that's why he's number 3. He was hilarious when he was in his prime, like always talking smack about the Cowboys and how big his craps were in toilets. He was destroying toilets. That was always a funny meme with him. But yeah, we all know what happened with him. Number two and number one are two channels that are gaming channels. They're both gaming channels, and one of them was, and number two is actually part of a crew. And that crew is, of course, known as the Vanoss crew. I've been a big-time fan of the Vanoss crew ever since I started watching them in 2017. I thought they were always fantastic. And then, I don't remember if it was 2019 or 2020, but one member was also caught up in a bunch of allegations. He has since made a comeback to YouTube, but his content these days just kind of sucks. My number two is Mini Lad. Mini Lad, he was funny back in the day. He was my favorite member of the Vanoss crew, especially with his Mario Kart videos and how he would always come in last place. That was always a meme amongst the Vanoss crew, and I always thought that was hilarious. And then his golf stuff, like the Golf It content and all that, I thought that was funny. Yeah, Mini Lad was one of those gaming YouTubers that I really enjoyed watching. His personality I thought was fantastic. He was kind of like me in a way where he wore glasses all the time. I don't think he wore a hat very often. He sometimes wore a hat, but not often. But yeah, he was a fun gaming YouTuber. And then, of course, he got hit with some allegations of pedophilia as well, accusing of sending inappropriate pics to underage girls. Yeah, again, you can't do that. I don't know why people feel the need to do that. Just don't send inappropriate pictures to girls or women no matter what, because especially ones you haven't seen in real life or don't know, because you might not know their age. So, yeah, Mini Lad got caught up doing that. He later apologized for it. I thought his apology was fine, but whatever. And then he made a comeback to YouTube a few months later, and his content just isn't very good. I've watched some of it. He didn't try to go meet anybody. That's why I still tried watching him, but it's just not, his content just isn't that good. So, yeah, Mini Lad comes in at number two, which is a shame because I love the Vanoss crew. I still watch a lot of their videos, even without Mini Lad. People like Dahida Nogla, Basically I Do Work, Big Jiggly Panda, 407, Gaming Terrorizer, even Vanoss Gaming himself, H2O Delirious. I don't even know. I haven't really seen H2O Delirious that much, but he's still around. Yeah, I still watch the Vanoss crew. And it's not the same without Mini Lad, but I mean, it is heartbreaking to see what happened with Mini Lad. So, yeah. Alright, anyway, number one. This one's personal to me because this is another gaming channel, only this time it's more of a gaming company. Back in 2012, 2013, up through 2016, these guys were the gaming channel of YouTube that I always watched. They weren't the most subscribed to gaming channel, but they were my favorite by far. I watched all their videos, I binged them. Some of the series that I was behind on, I would just watch all day for 8 hours straight or something like that. And then, even up through most of 2019, they were still my favorite YouTube company / YouTube channel. I watch their content all the time, but now, in 2021, these guys are just not as good anymore. They still have some good content every now and then, but it's far and few between. My number one is Rooster Teeth. Rooster Teeth, again, this is heartbreaking because I ran into them via Rage Quit. Michael Jones did a series called Rage Quit. I thought it was fantastic. It was hilarious. It was kind of staged, but man, it was super entertaining. I would binge watch Rage Quit videos. And then eventually I ran into their Let's Play videos when they did videos of games like Mario Kart, GTA 5, Minecraft, Jackbox games, several other games as well that they did. Prop Hunt was a big one that I always loved. The original crew was Jeff Ramsey, Michael Jones, Gavin Free, Ryan Haywood, Jack Patillo, and Ray Navarez Jr. Those were the original 6 members. Ray was probably my favorite at the time. Unfortunately, he left in 2015, but even after Ray left, Jeremy Dooley came in and filled in, and I thought he was a fantastic fill-in. Like, these guys were the gaming channel, even after Ray left. Like, they were still fantastic for a while. And then you have the addition of Matt Bragg coming in. Trevor, I still think he's funny. Alfredo Diaz, I thought he was funny when he came in. Like, even Lindsay Jones had her own moments from time to time. But nowadays, this channel is they're just not that entertaining. Achievement Hunter, Let's Play, like, none of them are that entertaining anymore. Rage Quit has since completely stopped. I don't think a Rage Quit video has come out in like 3 years or something like that. I don't even remember the last one came out. And then, like, since then, Jeff Ramsey has kind of stopped making videos with them. Jeremy Dooley doesn't really make videos with them that much anymore. Even, like, Gavin Free stopped for a long time. Like, he's back more often now, but still not as often as I would like. And then, of course, the whole thing with Ryan Haywood happened in 2020. Again, kind of the same situation as Minilab, where he got caught sending inappropriate pictures to young women. And he's married. That's probably the worst part. He eventually left Achievement Hunter. He got banned from Twitch and all that. Yeah, and then ever since then, they've just spiraled down farther. They're just not that good anymore. Like, I still watch their GTA 5 videos from time to time, and occasionally their Minecraft videos as well. Maybe if they put out like a Mario Party video, I'll watch that, even though they're kind of predictable because Michael Jones always wins, but it was still entertaining. But, yeah, like, what happened to Achievement Hunter? I'll tell you what happened to Achievement Hunter. The people they hire now are based on identity politics. That's what happened to them. They are more focused on hiring people based on their demographic than they are at hiring people based on their entertainment value. Now, Rooster Teeth might think that the people they're hiring are entertaining, and some of them are, to be fair, to an extent. Like, I think Iffy is kind of entertaining, and I think Black Crystal is somewhat entertaining. However, like, Fiona Nova and Kai, whatever her name is, I don't think either of them are entertaining at all. Fiona's just kind of cringe. Kai is just obnoxious. And that's kind of what happened to a lot of the members, actually. Like, even Michael Jones is kind of obnoxious at this point. Jeremy is still funny when he is on videos, but other than him and maybe Matt Bragg, like, none of them, or maybe Alfredo, I should add Alfredo in there, none of them are really that funny anymore. So, yeah, like, this company has just completely derailed ever since, like, even before Ryan Haywood left, they were kind of on the down slope. But, yeah, now they hire people based on their demographic. I feel like more than entertainment value. Like, you gotta hire people for entertainment value. Like, if you want to hire a gay black guy because he's gay and black, like, make sure he's at least entertaining. If he's entertaining, fantastic, hire him. If he's funny, hire him. But I just don't really... But if they're not funny or entertaining, then why? What's the point? Like, you're a gaming YouTube channel. You're supposed to be entertaining and you're supposed to be funny. Achievement Hunter just has completely lost the focus on that. And so has the rest of Rooster Teeth. And it's really unfortunate. I'll still go back and watch some of their old videos from 2014 through like 2019. And I can still find some entertainment value in those videos, even though I've watched them before. But nowadays, they just don't put that good of content out anymore. So that's why Rooster Teeth / Achievement Hunter is my number one. And there's my top 10 YouTubers that have sort of fallen from grace. Not completely, but they're just not as good anymore. I don't really watch them as much. So yeah, what'd you think of my list? Make sure to let me know down in the comments below what you thought of it. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button on this video if you enjoyed it. And make sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos to come in the future. Not really sure what I'm going to do next week yet, but stay tuned. And until that next video, once again, my name is the California Cougar. And always remember to stay California cool. Peace!